Mike Perlack here to entertain you with the help of the one and only NC Hammer. Hang on, brothers, hang on. That's from 1991's Too Legit to Quit, which I had a cassette copy of and transferred to CD years ago. The cassette was so long I had to divide each side of the cassette to a separate CD, so that's why it ended up with Hammer 1, Hammer 2. But I wanted to make a video and talk about some stuff and start out by reading Hammer's message from 1991. I went through it once and I was amazed how relevant it still is all these years later. Hammer's message. I sincerely thank you for allowing me this opportunity to entertain you with my music. This album is my labor of love and of concern. I enjoy dancing and performing, but Hammer, the person, goes way beyond a song and a dance. My thoughts about the condition of our world and our society are reflected in this album. Racism, prejudice, and homelessness, spiritual oppression, depression, are heavy on my mind. Why? My success has helped to open my eyes wide to the conditions of our communities. My brother needs my help, and it's not about black or white. It's about people. I was fortunate enough to have lived and worked with people of many diverse ethnic backgrounds in my childhood. I can honestly say that I judge people based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin. I have had many sleepless nights in recent past. I have felt guilt about my success. I possess all of my material dreams, yet there is a void. God has shown me His mercy and reclaimed me. That brings me joy. But there is a hurt and a burden that I feel. I need to help my people. The black family is almost extinct. But there is a hurt and a burden. The paragraph, they're so close together. I'm susceptible to reading the same line twice. Yes, there are many social conditions, past and present, that contribute to this sad and alarming state. But I am sick and tired of hearing that same old talk that the white man is holding me down. We have got to stop pimping each other, robbing each other, dogging each other, and not trusting one another and killing each other. We need an inner healing. We need to return to yesterday when we loved each other, to a time when my brother would watch my house for me instead of burglarizing it, when my brother would pray for me when I was sick instead of saying, well, too bad for him, when we would have picnics and parties together and everyone would come and enjoy themselves without the threat of violence. The biggest threat to the black man today is not the white man, but the black man. The black man continues to self-destruct. We have placed all of the burden of the family on the shoulders of the black woman. It is time for strong brothers to stand up and accept responsibility for helping our people. Raise your sons and daughters, educate them, protect them, teach them moral values. Teach them about our heritage so that they will have self-pride. I need your help, my brothers. This is a major battle. The black man is an endangered species. Although we make up approximately 12% of America, we make up 50% of the prisoners in jail. I identify with the brother in jail because it could have easily been me. I have friends that I love and respect, my little partners from Oaktown. He must be referring to a personal memory there. Who are locked away. Victims of conditions established before they were born. Lives now wasted. Intelligent minds of young men, smart enough to run organizations. They receive product, parentheses, cocaine, process it, parentheses, chemicals mixed to produce crack, distribute the product with enough markup to make sizable profit and keep the company rolling. Establish districts, parentheses, turfs, and advertise. Front and flash, parentheses, cars, gold, parties, to draw customers and future managers into the game. Shit's real, folks. They have the wits that a Harvard graduate could never have. They have recognized the weaknesses in competing organizations and exploited them to the fullest. These minds could have made great contributions to our society. Instead, they choose, and in some cases had no choice, to try to make a living in an occupation that has no place for the living. The game has no retirement plan. If I asked, would you like to live like rich and famous for 4 or 5 years, and in return you give me the rest of your life, would you accept? Of course not. The dope game is the same scenario. Most drug dealers in the inner cities only survive 4 or 5 years. Then it's jail or hell. Yet, even as I write this, I understand how the young drug dealers feel. School isn't working. Real. School isn't working. Nothing is being taught to you that you can relate to. Mama works her butt off to pay the rent. Daddy is nowhere to be found. Welfare and social workers insult you. You want to help your family. Mama makes $14,000 a year. She's getting older, and you see it, and you see and feel her pain. There is no chance of Mama moving up or making more money. She has no real future. It hurts. When and if Mama retires, how will she survive? Can you imagine your mother, 65 years old and on welfare? After 45 years of sweat and tears, the pain cuts deep into your soul. I know the pain. I pray for answers. It goes way beyond black or white. We have to find a way to advance our economic situation. The street game must not be our primary hope. Education is the key. The system does oppress us, but we must work to remove racism, prejudice out of the system so that people of all races, creeds, and nationalities can live and work together in peace and harmony. 1991, folks. The level of relevance is mind-boggling. That was from the insert of his his 1991 album, Too Legit to Quit. His was one voice of reason screaming in a hurricane of insanity. Because this was... third wave feminism was still on the rise, and fourth wave feminism, get ready. The system that exploits men as emotional tissue paper so that the female conscious need not be burdened with accountability and can continue free to play the blame game. The blame game, the lifeblood of modern feminism. The blame game. I'm looking forward to the presidential debate coming up. I believe it's on the 28th, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyways, in the past, I would watch these things because I felt obligated to do so. I mean, you want to stay informed, but I can honestly say this one I'm actually looking forward to watching. The DNC was basically a joke. At least the RNC gave some kind of hope. The DNC was all about, Orange Man's so terrible. We got to get back to the do-nothing days of Obama. The only thing we had to worry about was lining our pockets and smiling pretty for the camera. By the way, that's Democratic leadership policy in a nutshell. But don't worry, if you're just learning about it, don't feel bad. I was ignorant to it too. If Joey's in his basement there going, God, I miss those wonderful days where life was more fair for me. Yeah, the DNC was nothing about America is a terrible place and whites are privileged a-holes. You can laugh if you want, but I bet if little Joey does get wind of this video, he's going, yeah, things were much better for me back then. That's the real reason I picked that Californian lawyer to run as a running mate. Another secret is we thought the cries of the workers, of the United States workers, would forever fall on deaf ears. Matter of fact, we worked hard to ensure that that would be the case indefinitely. Another thing that leftist ideology hypocrites are hypocritical about is the way they badmouth and belittle those who believe in God. They'll say, how can you believe in something you can't see? Yet these are the same policies, the same people that'll have you and I believe contradictorily that government will always have your best interest in mind. Always. Yeah. You can keep that insurance. On the subject of of the gun laws, yeah, it would make sense that to keep power, the Democrats need to make sure that the people cannot protect themselves from their stranglehold over the hearts and minds of a free people. A decade ago, I was always on the fence in terms of gun laws, but I am a straight-up supporter of gun laws now. Don't worry, I'm mainly just going to be shooting cans. Africans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. Because I'm white, and that makes me racist, no matter what, according to the left. Oh, God. All joking and goofing aside, though, we got to do something about this, people. They're really pushing that vote-by-mail shit. No, I'm even going to take a couple hours off work to make sure I get over to the polls if I have to vote this time around, because it's just too damn important. Voting is too damn important to do. I mean, if you have a disability and you have to do it by mail, I understand the point of the absentee ballot, but if you're able-bodied and if you're doing it because you're lazy or fearful, there's no excuse for being lazy and fearful in this day and age, in this world right now. The world can't afford fear and laziness. Guess I'll end this video with some mail that I got. That I would say, yeah, pretty much sums it up. Those are the things they want to remove. If you don't know who to vote for, you ain't black. There he is with his minions there. His leftist minions. Conversation I had with my mother years ago. Hey, you want to come here? America, you want to come be an American citizen? Do it the legal way, like everybody else. these flyers really don't sway me one way or another. What sways me is the 47 years of do nothing. That's what, if anything, that's what sways me in my decision making. They are entertaining, though. Boy, did Bernie really say that? Yeah, it just comes down to, do you want to be in control of your life, or do you want the government to be in control of your life? That's what it comes down to, at least for me. It really is better I make these videos now before I start a 14-hour work week, because when I get home, I got just enough energy to get everything ready for the next work day. Thank you for watching.